Fiorentina's Kevin Prince Boateng, a sentence that has surely never been uttered in the world before. But he's a man with an interesting career. The Ghana international has played in England, Germany, Italy and Spain, from glamorous clubs like AC Milan to the more humble surrounds of Sassuolo, Las Palmas and Portsmouth. Perhaps, though, the most surprising of his moves came earlier this year when he left Sassuolo to join Barcelona on loan.
Yeah, even me, I was surprised when my agent called me and said they want me. But, you know, in life, in football, sometimes you have to make steps back to make more steps forward, you know? So there was, no one even know that anymore because it's some years ago, before I went to Las Palmas, I didn't have a team. I'm an honest guy. I didn't have a team. There was no team who was interested in me. And I always said to myself, what? Like, I'm Prince Boateng, check YouTube, you know what I can do, you know, you try to. But I had no team. No team was interested in me. They said, yeah, no, he's getting older. Yeah, he has physical problems, you know, always like. They say, sometimes he has the attitude. So I didn't have a team. I was training by myself. So my agent called me. Of course, I wanted to go somewhere like a bigger team, you know. It's like I just left Schalke, you know. Then I made 6 months in Milan, and then after that, I didn't have a team. So my agent called me and said, listen, we have to do some step backs, and then you can do some steps forward. I said, what does it mean? He said, yeah, I have Las Palmas. And I swear to God, I didn't even know where Las Palmas is. Then he said, Gran Canaria. I said, okay. Today, people have to understand that these steps back, me going to Las Palmas with no one. When I said I go to Las Palmas, people said, like, where are you going? What are you doing? I played an unbelievable year. I scored the goal of the year. I was voted in the team of the year in La Liga. This step back brought me to win the cup in Germany with Frankfurt, playing an amazing season in Bundesliga, coming to Italy with Sassuolo, working with De Zerbi, like for me one of the greatest coaches I ever had, going to Barcelona, having the chance to play alongside the best players in the world again, you know? Like these steps back brought me to something what I thought maybe I will not even achieve anymore because I was like getting older, 29, 30, you know? So football players have to understand that today, one good season where it steps back, smaller team, can give you so much more because everybody wants to be in a big club, yeah, of course. But even me, Prince Boateng going to Las Palmas, no one would ever believe that. And it was one of the best years in my career.
How was your experience in Barcelona? How could you describe it?
Football-wise, for myself, it wasn't good, you know, because I played almost nothing and it was not good, to be honest. But for everything else, for my image, for living to experience this amazing 6 months was unbelievable, you know. I played with the best players in the world. I trained with them. I learned a lot of stuff. I found friends, you know. So in that part, it was really good. It was really great experience for these 6 months.
A lot of people will kill to get this experience.
That's why. Like I can say, I played in Camp Nou, first 11 alongside Messi, and we won a game. So I think there are not a lot of players who can say that.
How is the dressing room in Barcelona?
Yeah, they have seats, showers. No, it's a good group. They're funny, joking a lot. You know, it was never really serious because everybody was just joking. It's like, yeah, it was a really, really good group. It was a good vibe in the dressing room.
Is Messi a powerful person in the dressing room?
Of course. But he doesn't even talk a lot. He doesn't even have to talk because he talks on the field. If he scores every game 3-4 goals, of course he's the most powerful person in the dressing room because without talking, he's the leader and he goes in front. So that's what he doesn't need to talk.
One negative story in your experience, if you can say that we experienced, he was Tottenham. He was a different player. You were a different man.
Yeah, different mentality. I was young, earned a lot of money, couldn't handle all the pressure I had and a lot of stuff. I was 20 years old, so I didn't have the help I needed. There was a lot of stuff. Of course, definitely, I was a different person back in the days, 12 years ago. If I could go back, I would change a lot of stuff.
What would you change?
No, I would change my mindset. I would try to work more, to be more focused on football, you know, because I was focused on everything else than football.
In the tabloid, I read that and one day, it's true, you bought 3 cars because you were unhappy. So did you try to buy happiness?
Yeah, exactly. That's the story behind it, because everybody who knows me knows that story, and I wanted to put it out there because I know a lot of young players today, they try to buy that happiness like I did, and they even have more money than I had, so they spend much more. But it's just, I wanted to say that or tell the story because you cannot buy happiness. You have to find happiness within you. You cannot buy it with some nice clothes. It will make you happy for a day or two, but then it is gonna pass. But real happiness comes from inside.
You must have one or two stories that you will remember forever. Would you mind to share one with us, and we will keep it for us only?
Because Gattuso one time in winter time, he came to training with Ugg boots. You know the Ugg boots for women? Now even men, they wear them because we're 2020. But this was like years ago. He came with Ugg boots. And I looked at him and I said, you, especially you, who's like the perfect man, beard, hair, good body. He was like a real man. I said, you come with Ugg boots. And he said, yeah, it's the present of my wife. And I said, okay. So he went to the physio. So I took a text marker and I wrote on the shoes, never wear them again, and I left. 10 minutes later, he came back to the dress and he called me. He was so angry. I thought he was joking, but he was really angry. He said, I will kill you when I see you tomorrow. So the day after, I was like a little bit scared. I said, okay. So I saw him and he had the same Ugg boots, new ones. So after training, he didn't even go home. He went to buy new Ugg boots, he said, because otherwise my wife will kill me. That was funny. Because he was scared of his wife. So he went to buy new ones and came to training next day with the new ones. And he said, if you touch them, I will kill you.
Kevin Prince Boateng speaking to World Football's Claude Achiba.